Welcome back to Eden TV. And here I am as Dr. Tim today. As winter wears on, we're starting to get coughs and colds, and there's, and I guess there's a little bit more concern around those sorts of things this time of year. Sorry, this particular year. So I thought I would introduce you or remind you of some of the things that you may well have in your garden, or you'd like to get into your garden. So a lot of familiar herbs here, but they have great properties that are worth considering for your health. So the humble sage, very popular herb. Now sage is its official name is Salvia officinalis. Salvia meaning really like the salvation of. It used to be considered a cure-all, and there's definitely a lot of evidence around actually using the leaves in teas to help with sore throats. So it does actually have I guess clinical evidence that it is good for that sort of stuff. But it's there's certainly a lot of anecdotal information to say that it really is a real health booster through winter. Echinacea. So Echinacea used for many years, thousands of years, by the Native American Indians. All parts of the plants were used. I mean, the simple thing is to take the leaves and make a tea from that. But the traditional and clinically proven sort of cold suppressant or cold something that actually improves or shortens the course of a bout of a cold. Most colds are caused by coronaviruses. Is actually the dried roots. So you're making a tea from the dried roots. Oregano again is another. Remember, it is in the same family as the salvia, and jam-packed full of antioxidants, and again is used in cold remedies. Thyme. Oh, sorry, where's my thyme? Thyme. So thyme is used. So thymol is one of the key ingredients in Listerine, which is and it's in there to actually kill bacteria in your throat and in your mouth. So that's very good against germs this time of year. Parsley. Parsley is jam-packed full of vitamin C, which is again a critical component to healthiness through this winter period. Then we've got things like chamomile. So chamomile it makes a nice relaxing tea. And if you've got an upset tummy or digestive problems when you're feeling a bit under the weather, again it is proven to actually help with that. And then I guess in that kind of digestive type dimension, the bitter vegetables, so things like chicory and endive, again they are clinically proven to actually have really positive impacts on your liver health. So perhaps you've been perhaps drinking a little bit too much when through the or more than you normally do through the COVID period. This can certainly help some of the negative impacts of that and stop doing it. An artichoke, the actual artichoke buds, but the leaves can make a not a particularly nice tasting tea, but again very, very effective. It's it's in the thistle family, and a lot of the milk thistle is a classic liver tonic. So all of those are really, really helpful for that kind of, I guess, digestive health, particularly around the liver. And often in winter, we have issues with those of us who suffer from a bit of arthritis. When we feel the cold, often feel the pain. And this is the arthritis herb, and this is one of these ones. It's a bit of a slow burn. You need to take it as a tea through. Over a reasonable period of time, so they recommend at least sort of 12 weeks before it starts having effect. So a couple of leaves a day in a tea, but again, there's clinical evidence around that. Other healthy herbs that we have here. So Brahmi is the memory herb, and again, quite a bit of you want to be sharp in winter as well as other times. There's quite a bit of clinical evidence that consuming a piece about that sort of size, it's working already, on a daily basis is actually good for brain health and alertness, etc. And rosemary used for centuries or millennia for all manner of health purposes. Definitely strong clinical evidence around its properties in terms of helping with sleep and memory. And we all need sleep when we're perhaps under the weather, and memory's a good thing. Also, aloe vera. This is more for I guess skin complaints. So don't recommend eating aloe vera. You need to be very careful about doing that, because some of them are quite toxic, but all of them are really good for the skin. So and often when it's cold and the air's dry, people can have skin irritation, and that's really, really helpful. So I think that's I'm going to close my surgery for the day. So but if you haven't got these in your garden, then I recommend that you plant them, because they will actually help your health. All right, see you next time.